All right, I am live. My first webinar for well over a month. I'm gonna hang out here and wait for this room to fill up. Hopefully I have a good live audience today. Give me a shout out if you hear me as you enter the room so I know you're here. Be awesome. And that you can hear me because I did do all my testing and hopefully I am having no technical difficulties right now. So, hey guys. I'm excited about today. I haven't done a webinar for like, I don't know, 5 weeks, 6 weeks or so. So it's my first one back after some surgery. And I'm excited to show you guys how to get started with PhotoDay. Hopefully, hey everyone, hopefully if you are existing users, I can talk about or share some new ideas with you, or maybe show you some things you're not familiar with yet. My light's going in and out. We got some clouds over here today, so I was trying to light myself so I don't go in the dark. There's a little bit, I'm a little bit behind on the chat, like it's delayed when it pops up, so not ignoring you, or it's like a little weird 18-second space thing. So, but yeah, here to talk about all about PhotoDay. So hopefully you guys, at the end of this, we'll be going over some questions and answers. So feel free to ask questions as we go. Marissa's here today to help out answer questions. If I don't get to them live, she'll chime in on the chat. If not, we will get to them by the end of this webinar today. It should be about an hour. I spend 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 on an intro, talk about all the reasons for PhotoDay, and then I'm going to show you guys the rest of the time is just going to be going through the studio panel. So you can see, I can show you all the ins and outs and what we have going on there. So let's get started. I'm going to flip back and forth between my slides here and the chat, so I apologize if I miss you guys. So why we created PhotoDay, guys, you know, there was a lot of problems that we saw with the old way of doing things. And, you know, let's face it, as you guys know right now, if you've done volume photography and you've done it the traditional way, there's just a lot of steps involved to get that print from your, you know, to get that image from your camera into a print into mom and dad's hands. So, you know, that's why we created PhotoDay, to eliminate that sales frictions. And, you know, by saving those steps, you essentially lower your costs of doing business. And, you know, you can bring Picture Day direct to parents. That's what today's consumers expect. They want everything right there in front of them all the time and connected. To provide actionable insights, we want to look at, you know, your business as a whole, like, you know, what people are buying, when they are buying things, and be able to use that data to later improve and make your business more efficient, and to cut out all the busy work. I mean, how many of you at the end of season or maybe halfway through the season have stacks and stacks of forms on your desks and it's just taking up all the space and there's just paperwork everywhere? Who wants to do paperwork anymore? We're like in 2019, let's get rid of paperwork. And then obviously to connect you with parents so you can earn more all year long. And we'll talk about that when we get to the panel, but we have these fun promos. If you guys don't know about them yet, I can't wait to show you. So, and you know, it's all about today's most successful companies. It's all about the positive customer experience. It's all about bringing that experience to your customers. They expect the convenience. You know, they can customize their products with PhotoDay. And what I mean by that is, you know, when you're offering these different themes or activity types to your customers, they can swipe and pick out different themes that you're making available to them through your partner labs. You're giving them control. They can see their photos first. And when they see their photos first and they have a variety of photos, that leads to the flexibility, the multiple poses, they tend to spend more money. And that's what we're seeing with our PhotoDay users. And, you know, there's no more going into these organizations anymore and saying, I can do a 2-week turnaround, I can do a 1-week turnaround, I can do a 4-week turnaround, whatever that goes away with PhotoDay, because when they place their orders, they are connected to that order all the way to the end. It works like Amazon. They get it in a couple days. So they get their order as fast as they place their orders, which makes it really convenient and a really great selling point to organizations. So let's go to the next slide. You know, it's all about, you know, PhotoDay is all about marketing online, and we do use a lot of text marketing in our system. That's what we feel separates us from competition. Our text marketing is amazing, has amazing results right now. And how many of you guys here have experience with online sales, maybe with another system? Just give me like shout out if you're doing online sales or if you've tried online sales. But what I really want to say here is that what we have discovered and why we're so excited about text marketing and PhotoDay's text marketing capabilities is because, you know, when parents are shopping from these devices, you know, they might get a text message or a Facebook notification as they're viewing your awesome photographs in the gallery, and they might just like forget about it and go away. But we can bring it back with simple text marketing. We can bring their attention back to that gallery, very easy. They don't have to go through a step process to open up an email and get all the way through. And that's one of the big benefits PhotoDay has, and that's why we're seeing such great success with it. So I want to show you guys a video. Before we go into the studio panel, what I want to do is show you a video about what the parent sees when they connect through PhotoDay from start to finish. And the example that I want to kind of talk through here is I'm going to imagine a picture day where there's parents, like a league picture day, a typical traditional league picture day. Now you can use PhotoDay for all different sorts of events. But the example I want to use here is league picture day because it's, let's face it, it's baseball season, right? Everyone's doing baseball right now, or some soccer or softball or something like that. So let me switch over here, turn my screen on, and I'm going to walk you guys through this video. Hopefully you can see my screen now. I'm going to turn my camera off so you can stop seeing me. So, and this little, sorry about this little bar, is going to be in the way for a little bit when I play this video. But so at picture day, we're asking parents to text an access code to our short code. For those of you guys that don't know, the short code is 90738 for PhotoDay. That's our short code. Everybody uses the same short code. The access code is something that you guys create when you set up your job, and I'll show that to you, and that's unique to you. And nobody else can take that short code from you once you reserve it. So, and that short code links the customer to that specific gallery. So on picture day, you're going to tell people in advance and during picture day to text that short code. That takes the place of requiring them to fill out a paper order form. So you want people to connect to your gallery, and the more people you can connect to that gallery in advance of picture day, the better, because the sales cycle, what I'm about to show you, the sales cycle actually starts when they text that code, when your gallery is in advance pay. And we'll talk about advance pay for a little bit. Advance pay is kind of like our answer to prepay. And it's not so much in the old prepay world of things when you're setting up all these packages and you're trying to get everything to match, like your prepay, your day of sales, your post sales. We didn't like prepay because it kind of captures sales with PhotoDay. It didn't really make sense to like tie that prepayment amount to a package, because you're gonna wow them with your images and this different variety of stuff. And we didn't want them to commit to $25 and then never spend anything else, right? It didn't make any sense. So advance pay is like a gift card, and they're buying a credit from you, and you can incentivize that credit with like a special offer that only people that buy advance pay can get that coupon code. So that's what I'm going to show you here in the parent example. So they're texting the access code that we just talked about, and they receive a text back. This gallery is in advance pay. So that means it's going to start the sales cycle automatically. So if you got some communication out with your organization in advance and the parents wanted to text in the code in advance, or whether you're right there on picture day executing, they're going to get this message back. And it's going to put them right into the gallery to buy an advance pay credit. And I'll show you what that looks like. So they can get in there. You can set up multiple credits in here. They can buy different, any denomination of credit they want that you set up. They enter their mobile number here and their email to send the receipt to. And when they place their order, they get a notification back. Keeps them in the loop the whole time, guys. So the thanks for purchasing the credit. Here's a special offer code that they're going to get because they purchased that credit. You can do this with or without that, and we'll talk about that more in the panel. And you can apply this to your photo purchase. So that credit is now linked to their mobile number that they use to purchase, and nobody else can take it. So now you're at picture day, whether this happened during picture day or before, and you finish processing and the gallery went live. They got the text back, and this is going to show them, sorry, I'm going to back it up a little bit. This is going to show them it's opening in the app. You know, obviously the app's the coolest thing. We have an iOS app for iPhones or for Androids. They have the app is available for download. If they don't want to download the app, this will open in our mobile web, which is a very similar experience. And so, but we're going to show the app on this demo. So it opens in the app and it brings them 3 different ways to find their photos. So Face Find, for those of you guys that don't know, Face Find is our face recognition. So it's basically upload a photo and we'll find all the photos that match that face. So groups, buddies, individuals, whatever, presents it to parents quickly. Tags, for those of you guys that are familiar with like online right now, that's kind of like your sub galleries. So, but instead we use tags because it's a lot faster for the parents. So you can just like tag your images when you upload by team, by game time, by class name, whatever you want to do is tag your images. They can find it by tags or they can view all photos. So in this case, we're going to show you Face Find. And the parent will just snap a picture or upload from their camera roll. They have the option. And it'll go through and it'll present them with the results. It finds them in group pictures. Face Find works great. If you guys haven't played with it yet, I strongly suggest playing with it because it is fun. They takes them right into their cart. They add a package. And then they can customize what's in that package. They can switch out photos. They can customize the products depending on what you guys have in there. They can crop, pinch to zoom, very familiar, just like when they're uploading to Instagram or Facebook. And when they check out, they'll be prompted to sign in to access their credit with the mobile number. That's the advanced pay credit link right there. It'll prompt them if they have the credit, as you guys just saw that. Once they enter their phone number in, it'll apply their credit. First, it verifies first. So everything we do is verify, so nobody else can take that credit. It's a very similar system if you guys use online banking or Uber or something like that. Applies their credit that they purchased. They enter their delivery address in here. All addresses we have in the system are verified, so they can't enter a wrong address, sort of like Amazon. And they apply their coupon code they got. They enter their credit card number, or they can check out with Apple Pay or Google Pay. It makes it super convenient. And they place their order. Once they place their order, they get a text back. And then once the lab receives the order and ships the order, it sends them a text. Oops, sorry, playing that again. Sends them a text back and gives them their tracking information. So they're in touch with their order their entire time, which helps with all those phone calls that you guys get this time of year with, when am I getting my pictures? Where's my order? I ordered forever ago. Now it's back on them. They have everything in their hands. So let me turn off my screen share here and show you guys. Whoop, there I am. Hi, I'm back. I think my slides were next. I'm going to show you guys the panel now. So any questions so far, guys, on that parent experience video? You guys want to know anything more? Before I go into the studio panel here. You guys are quiet today. I'm excited. Let's see. Turn my screen back on and show you guys studio panel here. All right. Now I'm going to turn me off again. All right, guys. So here is the studio panel when you log in for the first time. And you'll see all your sales here. These are lifetime sales. Stanley, excellent question. I will show you the products when we get into building the price sheet here. So you can see that. We'll talk more about how that works. So we have lifetime sales here. That's always here. I wish I had like awesome dummy data here from a job that, or from a studio that has tons of sales, because it looks really cool when there's a lot of sales going on in here, and it's calculating your average order and it's showing your lifetime sales. Has all your upcoming jobs, and it also has all your latest orders here in this window. And then down here, we got some resources for you. We got some tutorials. They're just like, oh, sales tag, image, and all. Why don't you see the screen? Oh, Dean, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you explain that some more, and I'll help you out there? And then we have Pitch Perfect. This is our sales kit. We develop, you know, we understand that this is a whole new process. There's a lot of cool things. So we make all these resources for you guys to help sell it to either new organizations or present it to your existing organizations if you wanted to try out PhotoDay with them. That's what that sales kit's all about. And the market basket. These are a whole bunch of resources and tools you can use for Picture Day. Jean, you probably don't see it. That very first screen that pops up because you're on the mobile web gallery. There's a little button for the search window. That was the app I was just showing you on the demo. So the app looks like that. It brings up that very first screen. But you guys that are existing users will know that the mobile web is getting a little makeover, and we're improving that too, so it looks more like the app. So that's why you don't see it right now. They just have to click the magnifier glass on the mobile web. So comments, upcoming jobs, you just add those in when you have something scheduled. Yes, I will show you that right now. So I just wanted to show you a brief overview of the main dash here first. We got some things up here, reports. That's how we give you guys all the information that you need to collect and remit your sales tax to Uncle Sam. You know, you guys all love doing that every month. And then we have the resources here, which is what I showed you along the bottom. I'll go over those more at the end. But first, we're going to start in settings, where your account in your studio. And that's because when I click on quick tips, that's what it tells me to do first. Every time I come into this dash and I show this to first-time users, I always like to reference this quick tips shortcut because it tells you the 4 things you need to do to actually start selling online. So it's super easy to remember this. So first, it wants you to set up your studio. That's where you put all your information in here, your address. We're going to assume whatever your studio address is here, that's going to be what you're going to put on your return labels, and that's where you're doing business. So that's where we're going to collect your sales tax as if you were operating in Florida, because my address is in Florida here. So every order I get is going to be according to Florida state sales tax. So if I'm in more than one state, I can click over here on taxes and I can add a tax nexus here so I can collect tax the way I need to report tax. So that's where you would add those additional tax nexuses here. Also, this information here, your phone number, your URL, this is going to go on some of the communication back out to the parent, your customer, like whether it's their order receipt that they see and some of the text messages. So you want to make sure that whatever information you use here, that's what that's going to be presented for that. And Leo, we will talk about that, but yes, we can accommodate that. Let's see. I'm going to go over here to labs. Now, right now, PhotoDay has 4 partner labs. We're about to add 5 and 6 in the coming weeks. We have Bay and Black River Imaging coming online with us, and as soon as they're live, you'll see them appear in here too. I have all of them added to my demo account here. It's as simple as clicking each lab and you can add them there, and this is how you access their product catalog when you're building a price sheet. Constance, to answer your question, they're automatically charged for their tax based on their address, the delivery address, correct. So if I am a studio operating in Florida and I'm in Pasco County and my customer buys something in Hillsborough County, they're going to get charged the tax rate of Hillsborough County, not the Pasco County, because the e-commerce world, thanks to Amazon, made it that way, that they are going to have to pay tax according to the county that they are having the product delivered to in the e-commerce world and the business in the state your business operating in. So yes, you can select. You can have all these labs in your system, and I will show you where that comes into play here shortly. Next important thing, I'm going to skip over some of this because my account has more things turned on than you guys should see, because I got a master account going on here and there's some teaser stuff in here, but I'm not going to show it to you right now. It's not ready yet. So logo and watermark here. This logo that you upload here, this is kind of like the beginning of, we get a lot of user requests, and a lot of our users were like, we want more branding. We want to be out there in front of our customer more as us, maybe powered by PhotoDay, not so much PhotoDay. So there's a spot where you can upload your logo, and it's going to go on some of the items like the flyers and the HTML pages that I'll show you in a little bit that are created to help advertise your jobs and get people connected to the gallery. The watermark here, we have a default one, and just in case, I've purchased this photo to remove watermark. So I always thought that was a great watermark. So you can replace this with your own watermark if you want. You can change the location, opacity, scale. And we're talking a little bit more about watermarks and screen protection here, because a lot of people, myself included, when going online, were hesitant about going online because I thought people were going to steal my pictures, and that was going to be that. But the watermarks definitely help with that. If they're using one of our native apps to make the purchase, then we have a screen block in there. So if they try to screenshot through the app, it'll return like a white screen. It blocks them. However, it's not quite there yet. Technology is not quite there yet to prevent it from happening in the mobile web or on the desktop web. We do have all that right-click disabled stuff going on as much as we can. And as technology allows, we will make sure to protect your guys' images as much as we possibly can. So definitely have a watermark. Definitely don't make it like too obnoxious, because we do get some complaints where some studios make it so big and bold that they can't even see it. But yeah. So yeah, Melissa, I don't know if you just heard what I said, but yes, there is screenshot protection through the native apps. The technology is not right there on the mobile web. So you said I can screenshot on my phone in the app. I don't, that should not be happening. There's a screenshot there. You might be on the mobile web. So just verify that for us, please. So that's what we have going on right now, guys, in your important studio setup. Let's see here. And then obviously your contact email, that goes out on a lot of communications as well. You want to make sure that you have the right contact email here. It's where you can change your password, and then we can email you guys a daily order summary. You can toggle that on and off. You'll also get Stripe notifications through our payment gateway that you can control with your Stripe account, and I'll show you guys that too. Leo, yes, to confirm, there is no screenshot protection on mobile web. That is correct. Tech's just not there yet, but as soon as our awesome dev team figures out a way, I guarantee you they will make that happen. It's just not possible yet in the world of technology. So only in the apps right now. So a lot of people like to encourage the customer to download the app first. That way, that helps alleviate it. Plus, the app's just a cooler experience. It's like using Facebook on your Safari browser on your iPhone versus the Facebook app. I mean, the app is way cooler, right? It's a lot easier to use. So, and that's why we have and maintain the native apps. So I'm going to go back out here to the studio dashboard and back out to quick tips, because we did set up the studio, and the next step is the storefront. We have 4 things going on here in the storefront. First is the payment gateway, which is Stripe. Stripe is a very forward-thinking company. We have had little to no chargebacks with using Stripe. Their cost to use Stripe is 2.9% plus 30 cents a transaction right now. That is the cost for payment transactions, and we do not have any other payment gateways currently right now. I get to ask that question a lot, so just wanted to bring that up. It's about the contact phone number. Yeah, you can put that phone number in that space so people can have access to it. Right now, I think the only contact when somebody presses the contact button in the app or on the gallery is going to be your name and your email, your studio name and your studio email. I don't think we have phone numbers on there, but I think the phone number does go on the order receipt. So you might want to use your toll-free number when you set up your account. So it's on the receipt. Stanley, I'm going to show you that in a second about the multiple labs. So I'm going to go back out here. Oh, let me just hit the back button here to my price sheets. This is where Stanley wants to see the multiple print houses. So I am there. So you saw where I set it up, and I just connected to all the labs in the My Studio settings. And now I have all the labs here. So when I add a new price sheet to my PhotoDay world, I can give it a name. So I'm just going to name this one Youth Sports 2019. And I can select what lab I want this price sheet to be connected to. Once I connect, you're connecting directly to the lab's product catalog in the lab. So what you see offered here is connecting directly to them. So everything is in real time, guys, which makes it really cool because that's how we connect with PhotoDay. Everything is real time all the way to the end so the customer can be connected and the system can be frictionless. So this one, I'm just going to pick Reedy and markup type right here. This is a shortcut. I just always recommend putting a percentage. It automatically marks up all the products that you add as we go. So it's very helpful for like a la carte items. I always have a lot of people that struggle with pricing their a la carte out. So I'm like, oh, just mark it all up 100% and then we can adjust it from there. So we can always change pricing later. John, that's an excellent question for teams. I'm going to get to that one after I do the price sheet. I think that'll come in the right order. So give me a second and I'll get to that. So first I'm going to go in here and just add products. That's my a la carte section, right? And then we can set up product packages after that. So many people set up packages first when they're designing an order form, and I never really get it because packages are basically a savings based on what you set up your a la carte, right? Because you want to package them up into a savings. So that's why the a la carte section appears first. So you can go ahead and you can select, these are different categories, and these categories for the different products are divided how they're presented to the end customer in the gallery too. So you have prints, they have plaques to choose from, similar to like the Shutterfly interface. They have specialty items, digital downloads, high and low res, and then some banners. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add some prints. In this catalog specifically, the Pro, that means there's a graphic border template on there and it has like options for personalization. And as I add things over here, they disappear. So I know that I didn't add them twice because again, this is an a la carte section and you don't want to add like everything over here. So I'm just going to add, I'm going to grab a bunch of stuff and put it over because you can just like hold down shift and add everything if you want. And there's our memory mates because they're all just prints. Now I always suggest like when you're setting up, when you're setting this up, don't in a la carte in the online world, don't just sell like 1 3x5, like sell them in packs of 2 or packs of 4. That just helps you with the minimum order because you don't want to like just sell an $8 3x5 or whatever. So always same thing on your order form, you know, you want to go ahead and control it a little bit on this side. So I do have, we have this awesome blog post here. I'm going to post the link. It's all about creating packages that work in the online world because I'm going to get to this next part here and show you guys that we don't need to name our packages A, B, C, D or whatever anymore because that doesn't really mean anything in the PhotoDay world. And we have that real estate to use for something else. So here are some plaques in here you can add over. I'm just going to add a memory mate plaque for now, maybe a die sub plaque. And then some specialty items. You got buttons, magnets, plain magnets, magnets with a border, all that stuff, mouse pads, statuettes. And of course, these are all going to vary depending on who the lab is. And then you can add downloads in here if you want low res highlight. I'm just going to put a high res in there and then banners if you want. And once you add all those to your cart, it's going to go ahead and mark it all up 100% like we said in the beginning of this price sheet. And then I can adjust pricing from there. So I can quickly go down my list and just kind of price these products exactly how I want them. Like say if I just didn't want to sell just one magnet, I can go back in here, edit it, sell it in a set of 2. you know, 2 for 14 or whatever you sell a magnet for. But that's all easy to set up for you guys in a la carte. And then under packages, you can start building your packages here. Now you can have as many packages as you want, but I strongly suggest keeping it simple, you know, 4 or 5 great packages. When you're using the PhotoDay system, the PhotoDay sales and marketing method, everything changes. So what you guys are doing on print form, I do not recommend copying or replicating that and putting it in PhotoDay, because the consumer psychology just changes when they're shopping online. In addition to that, like, you guys are going to be shooting or offering multiple poses, and they're picking the best image. And if they want to buy 2 or 3 images in a package, then your packages should reflect that. So that leads into, what do we name our packages? Well, this is where we can get creative, and that's where that post is going to help you guys, because you don't have to call it packaging anymore. We can be more creative than that. I can call this one like large family pack, you know, because this is for people with big families. And they got like tons of aunts and uncles and stuff. So large family pack. And here in the description, you don't have to write like what you're putting in the package, because that's going to happen automatically for you. You can write something like, save 15% by ordering this package, because when you're putting your packages together, obviously you're doing them at a savings. And this is like viewed as an additional savings when we get into offers later, which makes packages even more tempting. So you can put this in here. If you're donating, giving a commission back to the league, you can put something like that in here. Portion of all package. I can't spell. Sorry about that. Sales is donated to the organization. You can say whatever you want here, guys, but use it for communicating, because we never had this opportunity to really communicate with parents one-on-one before in the volume environment until PhotoDay, right? At their own convenience. So that's where we get creative. And then here we can put whatever we want in the packages. I can add, you know, I'll just build a traditional package here with like a memory mate and maybe an 8x10 and a couple 5x7s. I just like to do like the plain stuff. Oops, click on a 5x7. Now, I just added it twice in 2 different lines, and that's going to allow the parent to pick 2 different poses from each one of those line items. If you didn't want that and you just wanted both 5x7 to be the same pose, you would just add quantity 2 there. But if you want them to be able to order multiple poses, then you can add that additional 5x7 so they can swap out as they want. You can build this package as big as you want. So this is for a big family, so I'm just going to add a couple more 3x5s to it. And then maybe I'll add a couple magnets to it, because you can mix and match here. I'm going to add a couple of magnets, 2 magnets for the fridge. And then I'm going to price this package. Now, as I'm pricing this package, you will notice that my cost changes here. And that's because we're trying to be transparent here and show you guys the cost of all these products from the lab. And in addition to 10% of your retail price, that's the PhotoDay fee, is 10% of retail before tax and shipping. So we show you that in your cost. So as you're pricing your packages, you see your true markup. This is your take home. So the difference between the cost and what you're selling it for, right? So let's see. Offer mix and match packages at a small fee. Are you talking about, Stanley, can you elaborate on that a little bit, and then I will answer some more. I think you're talking about multiple pose packages charging per image or something. I think that's what you might be talking about. So go ahead and add this package. If I want to add more packages, I can either like just duplicate that one and edit it. And you call this one small family pack. And then take some things away. That way I don't have to write out my description again. We will go into tagging photos when I get to that gallery part, John. And no, we are not discussing school today. I'm just discussing what's available in the panel today. So I'm sorry. Might give teasers about it. But all right, so this is my small family pack. So I'm just going to get rid of some stuff here, because obviously it's for smaller families. They might not need all that stuff. And I'll replace it here. $9. Save the package. Check my price twice to make sure I'm not selling anything for nothing. And at any time while you're doing your price sheet, you want to see the shipping rates that parents are charged. You can click shipping rates. It'll show you the shipping rates for that lab that you're connected to. I'll explain this for a little bit. So I'm in Reedy's right now. So if the lab costs are between $0 and $10, the shipping charge that your parent pays direct to the lab is $4.95. Sometimes I get support tickets like, why was my customer charge $18.95 for shipping? Well, that's because they wanted it faster. So they paid for it, they wanted it faster. And that went overnight, express and priority. So if the package's lab cost is greater than $10.01, their shipping drops to $3.50. This is really cool, in my opinion. A couple labs do this, and that's because if you're offering free shipping off a larger dollar amount, typically they're going to have more lab costs involved, and it only costs you $3.50 to run that free shipping promotion per order, not $4.95. So I thought that was a cool way to use it, because I'll show you guys that next step is setting up offers, because I set up my price sheet. So there's no like save anything in here. It saves as you go. So if you X out your screen or something happens or your laptop dies, it's still going to be in there. It's a cool thing about web-based software. It just goes as you go. I'm going to go back out to quick tips so I can show you guys where I was. I was in the storefront, and we just set up our price sheet, and now we're going to talk about offers. Now, a lot of people say, I don't like to discount my service. I'm already discounting so much. Well, I'm going to tell you guys that to be super successful to run a PhotoDay event and online sales, offers are a super important part of online marketing. Because like we said before, like when you sell on a paper form and you're selling, point of sale that day on a paper form and on like that, I guess some people call it impulse, the psychology is different in their head. The consumer, as a consumer, you shop differently in that method than you do online at your own convenience. So offers are a very important part. I'm not suggesting you guys discount your service. I'm suggesting you incentivize people with dangling these carrots to order more and order sooner. So it's just a different way to look at it, and I hope that makes sense. So we have two different ones. You saw discounts and shipping. I'm going to show you guys what creating a discount offer looks like. So offer name, this is for your reference. Let's see. So offer name, I'm just going to put something in there. Lisa's test. And then offer code, you can generate a code if you don't want to get creative there, or you can type in a code here. So this one I'm going to put as my spring special, and it can be a discount or a dollar amount or a % off. So I'm just going to do this one as a %. I'm going to say like 10% off. And then you can set a minimum order amount here. So maybe they have to spend $50 to get to the 10% off. That'll entice them to spend more money so they can get to that discount and everything else is cheaper. You can put an expiration date in here. Obviously, you want that to exceed your shoot date so they don't get the offer and then never get to use it. You can also have this, what we call max redemptions. And what that means is if I put one in here, this coupon code can only be used one time. Once that person uses it, it cannot be used again. This is really great if you're doing like a special discount for like a coach or somebody that helped you during the shoot, an instructor or something, and you want to give them like a 30% off coupon, but you don't want them to share it with anyone else. You can put that in here and give them like a one-time use code as a thank you and discount. So then you don't have to worry about them. Or you can do something like, okay, the first 20 people that place their order, this coupon is only used 20 times. First 20 people get free shipping or something like that. That's the free shipping discount or this discount. You can stack free shipping on this discount too. So you can say this offer is 10% off of 50 or more plus free shipping, or you can turn that off. So when they check out, they can only use one offer code per order. So it's something to think about when you're creating your offers and creating your marketing plan to use all the offers in conjunction with your price sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and create this offer, and then you'll see it appear in here. 10% on orders 50 or more. And it's here on the unlimited redemptions. So I'm going to go back out to quick tips. Oh, I didn't show you guys a free shipping offer. Let me do that really quick. Create a free shipping offer, same thing. Same thing here. You can do a max redemptions. I won't go through and actually create that, but you guys can see I can set the minimum order expiration date and max redemptions. So next step in the quick tips is advance pay. I always recommend, if you're doing any kind of selling online, to use advance pay. It's such a valuable tool. And some people ask me, they're like, why don't, oh, Jean, yes, you can do free shipping offer with a % offer. I'll go back and show you guys that one more time. I don't know if I made that clear. So if I wanted this offer here to include free shipping, I can just go ahead and toggle this on and update it. And now that offer will have 10% off orders 50 or more and includes free shipping. So that's there. And I'm going to go back out to where I hope that clears it up. So chat's delayed. If you have any more questions, I will get back to it. All right, so I'm going to go over the next step is advance pay, guys. So advance pay can be used so many different ways. So we have like, you know, you can set advance pay up in a couple different denominations and just say like, okay, guys, everybody's required to make an advance payment before I take your picture. It's just simple communication. Or if you're shooting dance, you can use it to collect like your deposit for their costume, you know, per costume fee or per whatever, how you shoot your dance. Seen it done that way. Or if you're doing like some kind of crazy, awesome compositing extractions and you need the whole team to make a purchase for all 15 players to be on this awesome team panel, you can say, everyone go in there and make an advance pay for $10. That way, you know, you have your costs covered to build that team composite, and then they can redeem it as part of their order, like the gift cards we were talking about. So I'm going to create a credit sheet here. This is my test. He says test. And I can just go in here and add up to 4 different credit amounts. So we have some preset ones in here. I'm just going to add a couple here, 10, 20, because I want to add my own, 30, and 50. And then of course you can only, if you only wanted to offer one $10 credit, you can put a $10 credit in there. But I see a lot of people buying a lot of credits, and some people even have sold $100 credits in the system prior to PhotoDay. So if they have a lot of kids, they might just go ahead and just pre-buy it. The cool thing about it is that you post they buy a credit, and then a week later you do the event, and then a couple days later you post it, they've already spent that money. And we're seeing a lot of advance pay credits being redeemed for much larger purchases, which is pretty cool. So that's for your credit sheet. And then we have, you know, also in this store, we have this thing called promos. I have to show you the promos because it's super awesome. I'm going to go into the current promos, and we have some awesome promos already set up. So if you can imagine a world where you've been shooting, you know, this whole time with PhotoDay, and you got like 25 jobs in there from this season so far, and you got opt-ins, and you've already sold to them once, now you can put them in like this Mother's Day special. And all your jobs appear here, and you can just opt them all in to the Mother's Day special. You can attach an awesome offer to it. This one I just have, you know, you can go and set up a new offer if you want to use an existing offer to it. And then you'll see the text that are going to deploy and the date and times that they're going to deploy. But this is all done by our awesome marketing team, Marissa. And she had this project, and promos is pretty awesome for those after sales, and it's pretty cool. So, and then it'll expire promotion. It creates the urgency. We ran our first promo test from fall for the Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And one of our studios that had like probably 25-ish jobs going that were all preschool stuff in PhotoDay, she had like an extra $1,500 worth of sales just running that 3-day promo. And that's all she had to do. That's all you have to do. Go in here, save and start promo, boom, it's scheduled. You set it and forget it, nothing else. And then the money just rolls in when that text goes out, which is super great for marketing throughout the year, right? because you got all these different promos coming up, and there's a blog post that has all the promo details on it. I'll find it here in a little while, I think, or you can just go to our blog.photoday.io and get it there. It's pretty awesome. So I'm going to go back out to my dash. That was like kind of the ins and outs of the storefront. And then once you have all that set up, and you guys really can do this in whatever order that you want, but I always suggest doing it this way. That way you don't miss anything. There's a lot of times you get to the end, tells you something's missing. You're like, well, if I went in order, that wouldn't happen. So that quick tips always get you to the right place. I'm going to go in here to organizations. This is kind of like our little mini CRM. So an organization is like your school name or the league name, you know, a rec center, and then there might be multiple jobs within that organization. So that's kind of the structure of PhotoDay. So in here, I'm just going to put an organization as my school, and then I can put whatever notes I want. I don't know. I'll just put kids notes in here. Here's my contact name there. Her name is Jane Doe. So I'm so creative. She's an assistant principal. And I'm going to put email. I'll just use my email, my other email for now, and I'll just add a phone number here and add organization. Now you can have multiple contacts under that organization if you want, but I just added one right there. And as you go through, why that's important is because the next screen is adding a job, and you link those jobs to an organization. John, sorry, today I'm not going to discuss PhotoDay School functionality today, but you can ping us over in support chat if you want to talk more about that. I'm only going to talk about what the functionality of what we have going on right now. Melissa, is there a way to text a reminder ourselves through PhotoDay? Not yet. But our team is working on some more custom text solutions right now. Here goes Marissa. But yeah, right now that's going to give you some really cool control over text marketing. And I will show you guys, if you guys are curious, as we get into this job section, like what text messages go out to your customers currently. We have an awesome support article in here in our support database that shows you the different text messages that get triggered depending on what status your galleries are in. This is all about to change, and we're going to do a whole separate webinar on it because all cool stuff is happening on the back end right now for text marketing. We realize it's like one of the strongest points, and it's helped converting sales like no tomorrow. And we wanted to beef it up and make it even sweeter for you guys. So that is definitely on the horizon right now. And so now I'm going to go ahead and add a new job. And sorry, John, I'm not going to click on school. I know you want to hear about schools, but I'm not there yet. We're going to click on sports right now. Sports and events is basically the same thing. The only thing that changes is a little icon in the gallery. So I'm just going to choose sports and name a job. So I'm going to name this one DHS Cheer and Dance. And I'm going to link it to organization that I set up. I'm going to put my shoot date, just says I photographed them on Sunday. And then here's where I make my access code. For sake of not taking up any cool access code, I'm just going to generate a random string of numbers. I don't suggest that. I suggest you guys doing something familiar. Or maybe if you shoot a whole lot of volume, make like a coding system, like your studio initial 001, 002, whatever, to help you guys keep track of all these access codes. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. And then I can attach the price sheet I've already set up to it. I can choose the themes. This is all dependent upon your lab. This lab has them separated by sport types. Some have them by colors. You know, there's different templates in the cheerleading and different templates in the dance. So the parents are going to get to swipe and pick whatever templates they want based on that lab's offerings, which you can see on their websites. And advanced pay or in the demo gallery. I always suggest setting up a demo gallery, adding a bunch of stuff to it just so you can play with it and look at it from the customer side. You can go ahead and put this gallery in advanced pay. And I'm just gonna, oh, there's my test, advanced pay credit. And then you can attach an offer which shows my test offer. And I'm going to go ahead and create this job. Now, I'm going to go over here to my job settings, and everything I just did here, we have job settings, store settings, and gallery settings, so you can edit it at any time. Right now, this gallery is set up in draft mode. I'm going to go ahead and change it to advanced pay and confirm that. We have these little tooltips all over the place to help you guys know what to do next to help you guys become successful. So don't just X them out, read them, because you're first-time users. We put a lot of valuable stuff in here for you guys to help you with your first jobs coming through the system. So down here also, you know, there's 3 different ways to access this gallery now. They can text the code to the shortcode. You have a direct URL, or PhotoDay has just like a general landing page that anyone can go to and enter their custom access code that you create to get to their gallery. So that's like a handy link if you wanted to put it on your website and say PhotoDay galleries are here. And they go there, they still have to enter their access code because we still have to protect the photos at some level. So, and then obviously you can put your expiration date in here if you want to automatically expire the gallery. With the promo feature, I don't like expiring galleries at all. I'd rather expire like best pricing or special offers. You know, there's so many other things you can expire that are attractive other than making their photos go away forever and then missing out on any after sales. We see a lot of sales come in months after the event and second time orders come in. So why expire totally, right? Unless you necessarily have to for some reason. So I'm gonna go back out to my gallery now, and I'm gonna click on Promote Gallery. Now this is where we have the stuff that you need to communicate. Now I set this gallery up, it's in advanced pay, and I am ready to get this information to my contacts so they can start helping me promote it, or however we're gonna do it. So advanced pay template, because my gallery is in advanced pay, or they have a gallery template here when the gallery is live, or if you want to attach an offer to that gallery, or a post picture to it. We have some starting points for you guys. Mark, yes, you can always expire and reactivate a job as you want. So you have that option for sure. We don't charge for that. It's just there at any time. There are no, right now there's no additional charges for PhotoDay. It's just 10% of your retail sale. We don't charge for storage, for text marketing, for FaceTime, like none of that stuff. For all of our also marketing stuff, that's all included because we want to help you guys be successful with online sales and get max participation and max sales. So it's a little shortcut to a flyer. You guys don't have to even have Photoshop to make your flyers. You can quickly do it in here. You can title it, this is Lisa's test flyer. We already automatically have some text in here. You can edit it if you want. You can upload a photo here to make it look way cooler. I've seen studios do all different types of things in here. They put their logo, they put pictures of the packages or some items or a special or whatever they want. You can put whatever you want in here. You can show the picture day date or you cannot show it. You can toggle that on and off. You can add additional things to the message we already have here. It has instructions exactly how they need to know. If you see here, because this gallery is in advance pay, it's going to tell them to save 10% and get free shipping. Here's how, purchase an advance pay credit. And then you guys saw in the customer experience, once they did that, how it sends them that special coupon code that only they see. They won't see it printed on the flyer. So, and then of course, you can turn the company logo on and off down here. Mine just says PhotoDay because that's the logo I uploaded, but your photo there. So after you create your flyer, you can do save and view share options, and you can do a couple different things with this flyer. For the questions that are coming up on the templates, some of the products like magnets and buttons and keychains and prints, they have the option like for templates. And then that would be applicable to those themes that you saw, like coffee mugs even, and some of them don't. So it depends on the product that you pick, how that interacts with the theme, and the parents can change the themes on them. And then the templates, it depends, Constance, on what lab that you are building your price sheet with. Some labs have like collections that change colors. So the mom could then put like a blue or a red template or whatever matches her child's uniform. But we don't have a spot to put under, we don't have a spot to put like a logo, like a league or a mascot logo yet. That's not built in the system. It's something that's highly requested and something we're definitely exploring. So once you create your flyer, you have a couple different options. You can download it as a PDF. You can have some on hand to print out in case nannies are bringing their kids and they need to get information home to mom somehow. You can create a web page URL here and share it on your website or post it on Facebook or whatever you want. Or you can send this as an email directly to your contact who is linked to my organization. It'll appear here automatically. Try to shortcut as much as we can for you guys. And it has the communication here for you. You can edit this if you want, or you can just go ahead and send this email the way it is, and it'll send directly coming from you to your contact out of the system. So it makes it super easy for you to communicate to your organizations and get the communication out there and start picture day sales. Makes it awesome, right? So I'm gonna come back out of here, and we did everything in quick tips. I showed you everything in the jobs. We're gonna say everyone bought it in advance pay, and now it's time to upload my photos, right? I executed picture day, and I wanna show you guys how to upload photos. So I'm gonna go back into the job I created, and I'm gonna upload photos. Now you have a couple different options in uploading photos. Right now we have a max file size of 15 megabytes per file. And that is because we're using a lot of sophisticated software, mainly FaceFind, and we don't need those huge, gigantic files to print 8x10s and memory mates and mugs and buttons and magnets, right, guys? So this helps expedite and speed up the whole system. It's been a big talk in our users group lately about the file size maximum, so I wanted to bring it up here. But you know, a lot of cameras make these big files, and there's another blog post about this. Hopefully I'll find it, or you can go on our blog, but it's about file size and why it's okay. We just need to print within those guidelines to make 8x10, 16x20s, whatever you're selling, but you don't need these giant files here. So also we have a file size max on a zipped file. It's 2 GB maximum. So if you're uploading a huge job, just zip it up in folders of less than 2 gigs. So, or it won't go. So I'm gonna upload a zip folder, and the two different is you can drag and drop JPEGs directly in here, but if you upload a zip folder and there's some kind of folder structure, like broken down by T name, some kind of post-processing you did, it'll auto like tag those images within those folders for you, so you don't have to do it manually in PhotoDay. But if you didn't want to do that, you can go ahead and tag manually in PhotoDay, and I'll show you guys that here in a second after I find my zip file to upload. Sorry about that. So I'm going to upload a small zip file here, and it's a little 68 megabyte. Upload file size limit for non-zipped files. It's 15 megabytes per file, Leo, but you can just like drop a bunch of JPEGs on that window. The only risk you run with doing that is if you did divide them into folders in advance and didn't zip it up, then it wouldn't auto tag what was in those folders for you. So this folder in particular, I have 2 folders inside of it. There's a cheer folder and a dance folder. And in the cheer folder, there's a team picture and a couple individuals. And in dance folder, there's a group picture and a couple individuals. So it's gonna upload these. And as 2 things happen when you're uploading, it's going to the server, which they're definitely stored in the Amazon world. So unless Amazon implodes, your files will always be there. And FaceFind's happening. So basically, in the FaceFind world, one got stuck. In the FaceFind world, we are going through and looking at every image. Oh, I don't know, my file's corrupted here. I gotta check my files, guys. Sorry about that. But in the FaceFind world, we are taking every image and we are looking for a person in the image, and then we are looking for a face on that person, and then we're putting similar faces together. So then when mom searches by FaceFind, it goes very, very quickly. And she doesn't have to wait a whole lot to get there. So I've gone ahead and uploaded all my photos. As you can see, they're tagged. That's the main tag. If I just want to look at dance, I click dance. I know there's 4 pictures in there. And then cheer, they look at cheer. And then there's 4 pictures of cheer in there. And then if you want to manually tag some more, you can select a picture and add another tag if you wanted to tag it something else. Just, it's a great way to organize files. And the cool part about tagging, guys, is that this is live. So if you have like somebody who can't find their pictures or they're having issues, you can always like go in and tag a picture really quick and say, all right, look on your phone, and they can see that tag, and it's awesome. So no, Leah, there's not a corrupted file check right now, but it's something our team's actually working on because it happens sometimes. So, but you'll be able to see it. So I am going to, and if you want, like, say if somebody complained and they didn't want their picture online, you can go ahead and delete, or actually, let me go in here. Say I have my corrupted file here, I can go ahead and delete it and it'll go away. Let's see. And now it's gone. So, and it's instant. So as soon as I do it here, I don't have to click anything. It's live on the front of the gallery too. So as you saw in that parent demo, say they bought advance pay, and now you're ready, you got your pictures organized, upload it, and you're ready to go. And you want to go ahead and publish this gallery so your sales start. You just come over here and switch to gallery to publish. And when you publish, you get the little confetti, and everyone gets the notification now that the gallery has been published, and they can start buying. And then you guys can start getting your Stripe notifications that you're getting sales, and you can check your dashboard about all the orders coming in, which is really cool. So any questions about jobs, picture, organization, like anything like that from you guys right now? Because if not, I'm going to dive in and show you guys some resources here before we end. I'm going a little bit over, I went a little bit slower. I just wanted to make sure I covered all of it. All right, no questions so far. So I'm going to go into the resource section. At least I don't see questions popping up. And then we have that sales and marketing kit. Let's see, sales and marketing kit. So the sales kit's really cool. All of these videos that we produce for you guys can download them, and you can like intro and outro them and make it your own. Some people throw other music tracks on it to make it more customized. But if you haven't seen these yet, guys, I highly encourage you to get in there and look at these videos. They're really cool. They're also on our YouTube channel. We got a YouTube channel, PhotoDay.io, and you can check them out there as well. And these are all things to help get the intention and get your organizations or new organizations excited about using PhotoDay and the difference that you can bring them with PhotoDay. So thanks, Mark. Have fun at your shoot. Good luck. And then powered by PhotoDay sell sheet, basically, it's a PDF. You can download it, or you can get the PSD file and upload this, but it's basically just a sales tool to help teach your organizations. But any of this stuff you guys can download and make your own. We put this there for you guys to use. These are your resources. In the marketing kit, Melissa, as far as software, you can use Acrobat because we have the PDFs that are editable, or you can use Photoshop. PSB files are just large format PSD files. As far as the software for editing videos, I think Adobe Premiere is the one we recommend. There's other video editing software out there that I believe they're MP4 files when you download them. So anything there, or you can just like Google how you can edit the videos. I'm pretty sure there's like a million different apps out there for it. Or ask us in support, because one of our, Wes, our video guy, might be able to refer you to an easy place to edit videos. But the marketing kit is everything that you need to communicate PhotoDay before, during, and after picture day. So we have posters in here. We have like little business cards, big banners that you can print and put on the side of your tent that draws the attention to picture day, text to get into picture day. We have, here's a little reminder cards with instructions on how to text, picture day instructions. Everything is in here for you guys. Feel free to download it, change the colors on it, put your branding on it, whatever you want to do. But we've done so much for you guys here already. The social media announcement templates are here, you know, for Instagram or for Facebook sharing. We have so much stuff in here for you guys. We also have this webinar video section. Our video tutorials are here. It'll open a new window. That's also a short link right from your desktop. It's a quick setup. If you get stuck, it's always a great place to reference. Also, a lot of our recorded webinars are in here. You can watch them at your own convenience at any time. If you want to listen to us talk about an hour on average. We have a help section in here too. So this has like a PDF, what to do before picture day, you know, how to set up picture day using PhotoDay, that's in here. How to sell advance pay is in here, guys. If you need this to help train your staff or anything in here, or just for your own reference, we have these resources in here. We also have this cool page called Boost Your Buy Rates Checklist, and we have a downloadable PDF here. But this is great. It gives you all the pointers, all the information we know, what to do and what not to do, we put here so you guys can use it and become successful and become like, I don't know if you guys seen our Trailblazer series online on our blog, but we have a lot of people using the system with great success. We also have a lot of people that use it and might not have great success. So we're constantly looking at like, what did this person do wrong? Why didn't they have great success? And we're trying to get that information out to you guys so you can have a successful online, because ultimately we all want to be online so we don't have to deal with all the paperwork, right? And we can get higher sales and save on a lot of those internal costs and just get our lives back this time of the year. So, and then we also have our support page here, and that has tons of articles in here for you guys to go through and read. Also on our main dashboard at any time and our support page, we have this little chat bubble, and you guys can reach us. Our support hours is 9 to 6, Monday through Friday. If you have more questions that you want to ask one-on-one right now after this webinar, hop on over to support.photoday.io, hit the chat bubble, and we can continue talking. At any time. If you want to set up a call, just request for us to set up a call. We can call you back if you're not comfortable with the live chat. We can set up meetings with you guys too. So anything we need to do to help get you guys started, let us know at any time and we'll be happy to help. So I am over an hour now, guys. So if you have any questions, let me know now, or I'm going to sign off because I'm really thirsty from talking. Oh, let's see. Thanks for listening to me today. A lot of you guys stuck on until the end. That's awesome. I was happy to get back into it and do this webinar today, and I look forward to all the fun stuff coming out. Melissa, the checklist is in the dash under resources under help. So click on help, and we got that. And like I said, guys, if you need any help whatsoever, we're here. You can get me in support chat. And yes, Ricardo, the webinar will be sent out to you. I think they usually send it in a few hours out as a replay. You guys can watch the replay, or it'll also be there so you can go through it at any time and learn how to use it. So it was great doing this today. I'm so glad I got back into it. It's been a few weeks rough for me recovering from surgery, so I'm feeling good enough to do a webinar. So woo! So you're welcome, guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. And if you're shooting this weekend, I hope you guys kill it and make tons of sales. That's awesome. And let me know anytime when you got questions in support chat. I'll be here. Thanks, guys.